Hey guys, I'm Shawn of webpianoteacher.com. Today I'm going to teach you a whole song today. It's really popular right now, Glimpse of Us by Joji. Let's take a listen to the intro and then we'll learn the whole thing here right on YouTube. You know what, I'm going to switch so you can see the, the keyboard. And then the singing. Da na 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 na. Da na 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 na. So I don't know the words. Na 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 na. A little double bar there. Da na 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 na. Da na 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 na. All right, so there's the beginning of it there. Welcome. I know I'll have a lot of younger viewers on this one. Normally my crowd is, 40s, 50s, 60s. I like the classic rock and roll, and I'll put just a little part one on YouTube, and then we'll do the rest on my website. Don't put everything on YouTube. But this time I am, and I'm even going to maybe continue to do that for you, your younger crowd. My son is 18, about to go off to college. He put me onto this song. He said, "Dad, I really want to learn this." And he's never asked me that. And I've been teaching piano lessons my whole life, and he's never asked me to show him something. So I've got to do this, and it dawned on me, why don't I do this for all the other kids out there? I know you guys don't have any money, so you can't go to my website. So I'm going to just teach you free here right on YouTube. And what I'm going to do is this sheet right here. I'm going to teach you using this, so give it a chance. I've taught millions of people around the world who never had music lessons, who can't read music, don't read music, just music is hard to read. So we learn this way. You could jump right in and catch on. I'm going to post this sheet, okay? I have my sheets that I usually charge for on my website, but I'm going to put it up for free on YouTube. And the way to get that sheet is after I get 100 shares, 100 comments, and 100 likes. Then I will post this sheet for free. No catch, no nothing, okay? And in the comment, I'd like you to put, whatever you feel about this lesson, but also maybe another song that you guys would like. That's kind of a current thing that you guys are wanting to learn, because I want to, reach the younger people out there, and we're going to do that for free on YouTube. We're just going to try that, as kind of a side thing to what I usually do. All right, so let's get to this lesson here. So we're going to use my whiteboard thing here, and I just write letters instead of actual notes. So if you just follow what I'm doing and watch and copy me on the keyboard and just learn the letters on the keyboard, there's only 7 that repeat over and over again. I'll show you what a flat is and how to play, how the rhythms to do. I think you can play this song and play many others, okay? So we'll get started now. All right, so we're in, we'll get to that in a minute, the time signature, but let's just learn some notes here, this intro, because it is pretty easy, I think, as far as songs go. We have on the left hand, on the bottom, see this middle line is separating the right hand and the left hand. On the bottom is the left hand. And those of you who have played a little piano, this may kind of ring a bell here, the left hand being on the bass on the bottom. B flat and F. All right, here's middle C. So here's the F on the top, here's the B flat on the bottom. Okay? And this will be a long lesson here on YouTube. We're going to learn the whole thing. D flat F on the right hand, okay? So we have 1, 2, but I'm going to roll that. See the little arrow thing there? So I'm going to roll it from bottom to top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I counted to 6, and on 5, 6 I continue. Bum, bum, bum. Or you may just want to feel the rhythm, if you know the song. So, bum, 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 bum. And those last 2 are G and A flat. Okay, and a flat just means you go to the left to the very next key, okay? So if I have a B note and it's a flat, I just go 1 down to the black key. If I have a D note, go 1 down to the black key. So every once in a while there's a flat that's not a black key, but in this song they're all black keys. So G, A flats, because this is A, that's A flat. So 1, dun, 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 dun. Then we have the next measure here, okay? So get the first one down. And, you want to just, if you're totally new to the piano, just come up and, put your practice, take your hands off and put them back. so that you can just come up there and nail it, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So practice that a while, 3, 4, 5 times, maybe 10 times. And then we'll go to the next measure here. E flat on the left, right hand D flat and G. So you have that neat sound. It's an E flat 7 chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, like before on the last one. 5, 6 will be A flat and B flat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, A flat, B flat. Okay, now as you're doing this, you guys need to know that you don't have to keep up with me, and you don't have to learn the whole thing in one day. You don't have to work on the whole song at once. You want to take one measure, learn it, on the second measure, learn that, and then put them together like if you do Legos, you know. You work on one little section, and you work on another section. You put them together, and then you work on another section, put that together to the whole. You know, you have Legos and the different packages and all of that. Kind of the same way here. So each measure is like a link in the chain. So don't move on until you have a pretty good handle on one measure and then go on to the next one. Also, don't be, you know, too hard on yourself. Don't feel like you have to be just perfect before you go on. As long as you can kind of do it, that's good enough. All right, now we're on the third measure, back to the board. And we have bum, bum, bum. That's right here. Here's the third measure, A flat and C. Right hand on A flat. If you need to pause the video, you can watch me and pause and wait, and then I'll be here when you're ready to move on. A flat, G, so A flat, G, F. So you have F on the right hand here, and then left hand F, A flat, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That takes up the whole measure on that one. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to link the chain together, and I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 measures, okay? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's an F minor chord. F, A flat, and C. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now what we're going to do, get those first 4 measures down, and make sure you don't move on until you have those first 4 measures. Then once you have them, then we'll move on to the next 4. And it's a good idea to kind of group it in 4s. 4s and 8s. Music tends to happen in 4s and 8s as far as rhythms and measures. Okay, so the next kind of starts over and then a little different. So we start off with the same chord we began with, B flat minor. Okay, if you don't know what the heck that means, that's all right. Just copy what I'm doing here with your fingers. 1, 2, it's not rolled this time. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So G, A flat. Now I'm going to have E flat on the left, right hand on a C. 1, 2, 3, B flat is 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to move on, though you may not move on yet. You may need to work on those 2 measures for a while. And that's okay. That's what everyone else has to do. So work on those, and then come back, and we'll learn the next part. So A flat and C on the left, right hand on a B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then F, A flat, C, right hand on an F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is the first line, and we're going to play the whole thing in just a second. So, all right. Yeah, so we learn in sections, and then we piece it together, and we work on that for a while till we get it, and then we can, you know, go to another new part. But let's say day 3 or day 4 or day 5, you're working on this thing. Don't always start at the beginning, because in the beginning we'll get really, really good, and the rest of it will always feel like it's harder. Make sure you are able to start on that new part. Work on that new part as you're beginning, when your brain is fresh, and then it'll get as strong as the beginning is if you'll learn to practice that way. Okay, so the song's kind of growing on me. Like I said, my son loves it. He said it's blowing up on TikTok, and I know what TikTok is. I'm not on it. It's just, you know, I'm an old guy, so I don't really get it. But I get YouTube, and he loves it, so I thought I'd do this song, and it's pretty good. I like it. And later on, I think maybe I'll show you how to do. Put the melody in there. But I kind of specialize in showing you exactly what they're playing in the track, in the video, okay? So I want to make sure that I show you exactly what they're doing, because I always wanted to do what they're doing in the video. I don't want to play something different. I want to do what they're doing. And I'm going to show you that, and then I'll show you kind of how to put the melody in at the end of the video, okay? All right, so we did the first line. We'll play it through one time, and then we'll move on. Here's the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you may notice I'm counting to 6 because this is in what's called 6/8 time. Dun, 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 dun. And maybe it's in 12/8 because 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 4 big beats and then 3 little beats inside. Da, 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 da. And we'll do that later. We'll go. Da, da, da. That's why I'm explaining that because bum, bum, bum. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just be aware of that. Okay, so here's where the singing starts. Da, 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 da. Very simple accompaniment here, but that's good for you if you're a beginner or newbie. You know, we like stuff that's easy to play and sounds cool. Left hand on an F. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the singer is ba ba da 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 da. A flat and C. That's an F minor chord. Da 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 da. Right there. So that's A flat and D flat. Left hand on a B flat. Ba 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 ba. Okay, and pause your video as you need, and I'll be here when you're ready to move on. B flat and D flat on the right, left hand on E flat. Da na 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 na. Na 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 na. I may not be singing exactly right, but sorry about that. I just listen to it. 3, 4. All right. So let's try all of it right there. So we'll try those 4 measures. That's a good group to do. Okay, and go. Na 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 na. Da na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. All right, so we have that, and remember, I would really love to post this sheet for you guys on YouTube. So as soon as I get 100 likes, 100 comments, and 100 shares, I will post this, because you can post, pictures on YouTube on my profile page. You just go look at my posts, and I'll post this sheet, and it's much bigger than what's right here. You can download the whole thing and just have it to work on. It looks just like what you're looking at here. Very helpful when you're practicing. All right, so now we're going to move on to the da na 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 na. Then the other voice, da na na na, which is the same voice. The guy's just recording another track. But that's this section right here at the double bar. I put a double bar. Sometimes it just kind of helps you keep track of where you are, so it's not one long thing. It's kind of like a stop sign, where you can know where you are, a mile marker, if you will. Okay? So now we have A flat and C in the right, left hand, C and F. See if my voice lasts. Been sick lately, but I'm getting better. Ba, 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 ba. On count 3, we have A flat, C, E flat. 1, 2, 3. And on count 4, another chord, then D flat, E flat. And you may say, Shawn, you just said there's 12 counts. Now you're saying there's 4. Well, there's 4 big counts, and then there's 3 in each one. Da 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 da. See that? So there's 12 little counts, but they're divided up. There's 3 in each big beat of 4. 1, 2, and 3. And ba da na 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 na. All right. B flat minor again, B flat F on the left, right hand A flat, D flat. 1. Count 2, we have A flat, D flat, E flat. Count 3, same one, 3, 4, and then the left hand plays the F there. Sometimes the guy playing the piano or girl, whoever it is, they barely play the note, and it kind of comes out, kind of doesn't. So I'm, kind of having to guess a little bit. Not much though. But we're gonna move on. All right. You may hear me adding stuff and go, "Hey, what are you doing there?" I can't help it. I just do that. All I'm adding is notes I'm already on, just kind of rhythmically, adding a little note on my thumb that's already there. Nothing new. G, B flat, D flat, left hand on E flat. This is an E flat 7 chord. And then 1 and a 2, and then a high E flat right there as the chord stays the same. Now, A flat chord, A flat, C, E flat. When you play a chord that has a black key on the bottom, black key on the top, and a white key in the middle, you have to move your finger up in between. Some people resist that, especially if you're a new player. So make sure you move up. Let me show you what I mean by that. A flat, C. Your thumb's on a black key. You got to move in Really, it happens all the time when your thumb's on a black key is what it is. Because your thumb is shorter and you have to move up. So make use of this part of the key. Okay, so don't resist that. 2, 3, 4. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so that's B flat F, right hand B flat D flat F. Do you know what chord that is? We've had it several times already. B flat minor. All right. And why does that help? Because when you see it again in other songs, it rings a bell and you go, oh, I remember that chord. G, A flat. You hold that for a while. 1, 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 1. This is cool. B flat, D flat, F, left hand on an E flat. All right, so the right hand would appear to still have a B flat minor. Left hand goes to E flat. 1, 2, and then that's a pretty chord. Isn't it? F, G, D flat, 1, 2, 5 are my finger numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thumb is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the other fingers. When I call out finger numbers, 1, 2, and a 3, 4. And I'm rolling it up. Okay, so we'll take a little breath here, not a break, because this is going to be one stinking long video for everybody. But a little breath. If you've made it this far, maybe it's taken a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks. For some of you, maybe a couple of hours or minutes, depending on your skill level, okay? And, if you've played this far, I think you can play the whole thing. So stick with it. Stay in there. Don't give up, okay? I'm not going to take the video down. It's going to stay on YouTube for free. And let's move on, okay? So there's our little breather, and I'm doing that to show you that you need to take breaks when you're practicing. So I want to demonstrate that myself when I'm teaching you. So take a break. Go get a, drink of water or some coffee or something or whatever you guys drink. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? My son now is an athlete. He's going to run track at a college, Southern Arkansas University, and he drinks these energy drinks, and I can't drink them. They just make me feel like I'm on fire. He loves them, though. All right, so A flat, D flat. Na, 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 na. Oh, this is the chorus. Na, 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 na. He really gets up there. So that's a high note, okay? So if you're going, oh, he can't even sing high, that's pretty dang high. That's like, what a female would sing, a C up there. So I'm doing my best. Da, 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 da. This is the chorus. Da, 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 da. All right? B flat on the left, right hand, A flat, D flat. Count 2 is the same chord, okay? Now you may look at that up above and you go, oh, what's that stuff? That's later on. Because the chorus happens several times, and later on the guy plays these notes instead of what's written here. But you don't have to play it different. You can keep here. It's just on the repeat when we're playing the chorus again. He'll do something a little different, but it's not a whole lot different, so I'll just mark it real small up there. But this first time, we're just going to play the big notes. Bum, 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 3, 4, no. Now, A flat C on the right, left hand on A flat. So that was an A flat chord. This is an E flat chord with G in the bass, and you go, well, if it's an E flat chord, where's the E flat? It's kind of like understood, but it's not there. Maybe the guy plays it, but I don't hear it. I just hear G, B flat. Left hand on a G. And yes, I do this all by ear. I don't use sheet music because sheet music is notoriously wrong many times, and I want to play what they're really playing. I don't want to play some, watered down version of it. All right, so F, then an F at the end. So this whole part is da, 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 da. Right. So, how are we doing? Everybody doing good? How am I doing with the camera switching? We just have our new set now. I've been on YouTube actually for 15 years. Dang, 15 years. 2007 I started, and I started in a little closet, with an actual whiteboard and a whiteboard marker. My kids were young, and so they were crawling around with diapers and being loud, and I just had this old camera with the actual tape, not a digital camera. It had the actual, tape, and would upload some videos to YouTube. Started there, and did, been doing okay since then. And so this is our latest set. We kind of have changed sets through the years, and I'm really loving this. We got our, 70s feel. So a lot of you guys who are probably watching this were not even a thought in the 70s. I was born in 73, so I remember the 70s a little. And, you know, just really cool 70s stuff here. Records behind me. I got Bach, because I'm also a classical pianist. That's kind of my roots, is classical piano, which I still love, but I love all the, you know, rock and roll, good songs I like. This is a good song. Just hadn't heard it till my son got me on it. So we're about to get back to this now, and we're going to, what did we just do? We just took a little break, didn't we? And so learn from that. Okay, so right here we had the chorus. Then we had one more count because that measure wasn't over. Ran out of room, so I finished it right there. A flat C again to the F. So that whole measure is bum, 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 bum. Okay? All right. What we're going to do, let's do those two measures again. Here's the chorus. Now we're here. Now we have some similar material, okay? And I might go a little faster as we're going through this because I assume at this point you guys are, you know, the ones that are still here are working on this the right way. And you know how to pause the video, and you know how to wait. But if I go this slow through the whole thing, it's going to take us forever, okay? So I'm going to move a little quicker. But these are the same notes that we've been doing with the B flat minor 7 chord. So bum, 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 C, D flat. Just watch that at the end. Na, na, na. Now we have that little lilting. Dun, 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 dun. Okay? So it's low E flat, high E flat. Dun, 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 dun. Right hand is G, D flat. 1, 2. Okay? And then right here, A flat and C. Right, left hand, A flat, E flat. Bum, ba, da, na. Okay? So A flat, E flat, E flat, G. Right hand is A flat, C to G, B flat. Bum, 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 bum. So bum, 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 bum. F, A flat, C on the right. That's an F minor. Left hand, F, C. Then right hand comes in between F, left, right. So, you know, you just followed along like the bouncing ball. You know, you just one note, then the next. Okay? So later on, the person plays this. So that's why I put it in there, because you come back later when you do the repeat. Okay, so. And there's one note I left out. If you could put a G there for me in your copy. I can't do it right now because I've already started the lesson and I realized I didn't put it there. There's a G that goes right there on the left hand. All right, so right here at the double bar, A flat, D flat, F, left hand on the B flat. Na, 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 na. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, na, 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 na. See? There we go. So we made it through one time, verse and chorus. Now let's teach it a little bit. So you have your A flat, D flat, F, left hand, B flat, F, F. Just make sure you don't play the upbeats too loudly. So when you're doing bum, 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 you go bum. It's bum, bum, bum. The bump, bump is lighter. Don't go da, da, down. Real strong in all three of them. It's bum, 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 bum. You know, like you're bouncing on a trampoline. You bounce and you're up for 2 counts. Dun, 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 dun. It won't sound right unless you play those other two lightly, okay? So a little tip there for you on this kind of meter. Okay? So later on he goes F, G, A flat, but not this first time. This first time it's just A flat, D flat, F, left hand, B flat, F, F, da, da, da. Again. Na, 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 na. See, my left hand's barely. But if I went, it'd ruin it, you know? Because it's not this. All right, so G, B flat, E flat, G. I'm going to use 1, 2, 4, 5. Now, some of you go, oh, man, I was with you all this while, but I cannot play 4 notes like that. You know what you do, friend, on that, something like that, leave the bottom one out and play the top 3. Those of you who can do it, go for it. You can use a 3 or a 4 on that E flat in the middle. but just leave that bottom one out if it's too much for you to do. And no one will ever know. And here I have G, D flat, left hand on an E flat. Now I have a little bitty C in parentheses because it sounds like they play a C there. I hear it very faintly. And it could be an accident where someone accidentally played C and you go, oh, they would never leave that in there. Yes, they would. That happens all the time. Or maybe on purpose, but I feel like I hear a little C. So you could be the judge if you want to play that C or not. It's fine without the C. Da, 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 da. Here we are, A flat C, E flat C. So what do we do if you can't play all four? What did we say? Leave the bottom one out. Okay? Left hand, A flat, and then right hand. Either hand can take that A flat. 2, 3, 4. And I told you put a G right there, right? So put your G. Right hand, G, B flat, E flat. Then an E flat, then B flat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And some of you may have noticed that I've gone to barring it in 6 instead of 12. So if you did notice that, good for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kind of do it in 6 now instead of 12. Either one works. Bum, 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 bum. Then there's some of you who go, I have no idea what you're talking about. 6, 8, 12, 8. I'm just going to play the song. And if that works for you, great. A flat, C, F, 1, 2, 5. Left hand goes F, C. Then you just hold it. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You notice these little dashes. That's one of the questions I get. I forget people that are new to my method. There is a little bit of a learning curve. And they go, what's the dash for? What's the curve for? What's the, curved line for? What's, and when I put a dash, that just means you're holding that chord out. The longer the dash, the longer you hold it out. I know it's not an exact science, but it kind of gives you a mental picture of what to do. Most of what you're learning from me is going to be your ear. You're hearing and you're repeating back. And the chart is kind of a guide for that. But most of that's why the lessons go with the sheet, all right? So most of your rhythm is going to be from just remembering or feeling the rhythm instead of trying to count it out. And that's really how you want to do rhythms is feel them instead of having to count them. Counting is just kind of something we have to do when we're not sure if we're getting it right, and we want to make sure we are. Okay, so when you see that dash there, I'm going to get back to the board in a minute. That just means you hold that measure out. So when you see this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a glimpse of you. Is that the right words? I hope. B flat, left, right hand, A flat, D flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Da, da. G, E flat, left hand on an E flat. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's go from the double bar. Bum, bum. Da, 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 da. 5, 6, 1, 2, 4. A glimpse of. Now you hear this right here, and you hear that F on the bottom. Whenever you are just listening to this on some external speakers, and not, you might hear. Ba, da, da. You feel like there's an A flat on the bottom, but if you listen with high-powered headphones, which is what I do when I'm transcribing, there's actually an F on the left hand. So watch that note. It may sound, I bring it up because it may sound funny to you to have an F there, but if you listen, there's an F played there, and that makes a difference. But it's just kind of soft. All right, so F on the left, right hand, A flat, C, E flat. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so. A glimpse of you, 2, 3, and then da, 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 da. So what's going on here? Well, in this section, we have the verse again. Is it the same chords? Yes, but the chords are played a little bit differently. It's a little more involved. Instead of it just being a long note, long note, long note, we're going to vamp on that chord. We're going to move the rhythm of that chord around and make it a little more full. That allows it to not get stale on our ears. If we hear exactly the same thing, we're like, it gets boring. But if it's the same thing but a little different, then it draws us in. Okay, so that's what we are here at the double bar, and I hope you've taken your breaks. I haven't had any breaks. I'm going straight through on this YouTube video. That is for free. And by the way, remember, 100 likes, 100 comments, 100. What's the other thing? Shares. Shares are most important because it shows everyone else what I got here, and then it multiplies the views and everything, and we get the sheet faster for free. So as soon as I get 100 on those 3 things, I post this sheet for free. And if you or someone who's ever on my website, you know that's a big deal because I don't never do that. Okay, but I want to do this for maybe some current music people, some young people who want to get into piano. Okay, in the comments, tell me what song you'd like me to do next. And I'll listen to my son, too, see what he thinks. All right, here we go with the verse. A flat, C, E flat, left hand, F, C, F. So da-na-na-da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na. Don't forget, too, I'm going to show you how to put the melody in for those of you who want to have melody in the right hand. That's not really my thing, but I know a lot of you it is, so I'll show you at the end. Okay? So this is a F minor 7, F, A flat, C. Adding an E flat makes it a minor 7 chord. Okay? So try to remember that. Try to let that sink in so when you have it again, it rings a bell for you. See that? It's 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and. You hold that last F. See the dash? I'm only singing so you know where we are in the song. I'm not trying to impress you or show how I don't know any lyrics. You know, some people remember lyrics. You know, they just know every word to every song. Well, I'm that way with music, I think. I remember the melodies. Man, as far as the words go, I never remember. A flat, D flat, then F, and then A flat, and then a little dot, 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 dot tells you to keep doing it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Can you do that? That's a little shorthand, okay? Left hand on the B flat. Okay, now some of you may wish that I wrote out every single thing there, but let me tell you, when you learn to stop relying on what you're seeing and start more relying on what you're hearing and feeling, music really comes alive for you. So if I put dot, 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 one thing for me, it saves me having to write it, makes the board a little less confusing, but it also helps you to start feeling the music and to jump out, come off that ledge and, take a step and begin to start feeling the music and feeling the... Because all we need is 4 counts on that chord, however you do it, okay? So there we go. Take a little chance there. So, da-na-na-na-na. Next measure. Na-na-na-na-na-na. Okay? I know I'm not quite singing it right probably, but here we have B flat, D flat, and then G on the right on your thumb there. Left hand, E flat, E flat. So we have together, left, right. 3 times. See the 3? But I think really maybe the bass note's only the first time. Okay, but 3 times again. Then the 4th time, I hear that, B flat G. Okay, now I could have just wrote this 4 and say, oh, it's sound like the same chord. But I like to give you as close as I can what they're actually doing. I don't want a watered down version. I don't want an incomplete version. I don't want inaccuracy. I want it to be as close as I can get it. Now E flat and then the G on the thumb. So now we're there on the A flat chord. I'm going to scroll here. So there we are. Okay, so A flat and C on the right. Left hand A flat to E flat. And then A flat, C, E flat. So bop, 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 bop. And then bop, 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 bop. This is still the A flat chord. But B flat, E flat on the right. Left hand comes in afterwards. A flat, E flat. Right hand A flat, C. Left hand E flat. Da, 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 da. Okay. Na 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 na. Okay. So this is that next 4 measures on the verse. Okay. Right. So now we take just a little break here. How are you doing on it? You can ask me questions in the comments too. I'll try. I normally don't respond to comments, but I'm going to on this one. I'm going to watch this thing and hope this free video on YouTube can keep going. We can do another current free song, and then we'll add the sheet as soon as we get the likes and everything and shares. But as you're practicing this, make sure you're continuing that pattern of 4 measures, get it down, then the next 4 measures, get it down, and then tie those together, and then work on a new section, okay? And then once you get a lot of the piece learned, make sure you start on a different section when you start, while your brain is fresh, okay? I already said that once, but it's very important, and sometimes we have to hear things several times before we actually will do it. So make sure you do that, all right? Because I've taught lessons for, oh my gosh, I started when I don't know how many years it is. I started when I was 16. I'll be 49 in a couple of months, and I've been teaching all of that time. Well, I did other things musically, but I always had students. And, that has really helped me in these lessons, because you're not here sitting with me. You're just watching a video, but I kind of know what you're going to do because I've taught so many kids, so many adults how to play. Everybody tends to have the same problems, the same hangups, the same struggles. And that's why I keep saying it over and over again, because if I don't, you may not do it. Okay? So now we had a little break, and I hope you took a break. Pause, get some coffee, refill your coffee. I'm trying to drink decaf now because, blood pressure and all that. Here we go. A flat C, left hand F, C, F, C, F. So 1. And then A flat F, then B flat G, then C, A flat. So, okay. Then da na 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 na. No. I think this is the part where they're singing the oohs and all of that, where there's a lot of vocal part. So I don't know exactly what's going on vocally there. But this is what's being played on the piano. And if you know the song, you'll know what this is. D flat, A flat, left hand, B flat, F, B flat. So 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So give me 4 counts with that chord. 2, 3, 4. Same thing on this. G, B flat, D flat. Left hand, E flat, B flat, E flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the 4th count, B flat, D flat, G. And then let's learn those 2 measures, okay? I'm moving fast now, so use your pause button. A flat, C, E flat. Left hand, A flat, E flat, A flat. And yes, this A flat is the same one as that one. You just have to get your right hand out of the way. And then B flat, E flat. And then after that, you do E flat, A flat. So 1. And then, okay, G, B flat, E flat. Left hand on a G, E flat, G, A flat, C. Left hand, E flat, right hand, A flat. So then we have... Yeah. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, if you know the song, you know that part. Dun, dun. And who won't know this song after as much as it's been played? What's it like? 17 million views in a couple of weeks. B flat, D flat, F. Left hand goes B flat, F. And then B flat, E flat, G. And then F again on the left. So 1 and 2 and F, A flat. And then bum, 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 which is B flat, D flat, F. So this measure 1 and dun, 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 bum, bum, bum. And then, let's see, hold on. Okay, so this is the end of that verse. D flat, G, left hand, E flat, G, B flat, right hand, E flat, A flat, left hand, G, E flat, F, D flat after that. So 2, 3, 4, okay. Now we're gonna go back, but I'm not gonna teach it again. We're just gonna run through it. Black dot to black dot. So sometimes there's repetition in music, which is great because we don't have to learn anything new. We just repeat what we already learned. But it also saves me from having to write it again. I just write a repeat sign. Now, how I do that, I'll use a dot, a black dot or a red dot or a blue dot, whatever color I want to use. And so we just look for those 2 dots. So let's do that. I'll show you what I mean. First black dot to second black dot, and that happens at 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the song if you want to know where we are. Okay, so just go to 2:15 on the video on YouTube, and that's where we are. Let's go to that first dot. There it is. See that? So we're going to go. But now I'm going to use the little notes this time. Here we go. Ready? Now we're right here. Now I'm at the double bar. See how I'm playing the F, G, A flat? So down. There's the black dot. So I just go bum, and I'm done with the black dot repeat. Now we're at 2 minutes and 41 seconds. Okay, so when we get to the end of the page, we're done with the song, and I'll show you the couple little things I was going to show you. Right, that's a surprising chord there, an F major chord. This leads us back into something else, okay? So we're at 2 minutes and 41 seconds there, okay? And just another reminder, you're getting tired of hearing this, but it's why I'm doing it, right? I do a little something for you, and you can do a couple of clicks for me. I think it's, a fair trade, isn't it? So 100 likes, 100 comments, 100 shares, and I post this sheet for free on my YouTube channel. You can see on my profile on YouTube the posts, and I can just upload an image, and I'll make it this exact sheet, the whole thing, all free. And once we get to 100, 100, 100. Okay, so back to the board. At 2 minutes and 41 seconds. We have our B flat minor 7, right hand, A flat, D flat, left hand on a B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Here we have G, B flat, D flat, left hand on an E flat. 1, 2, 3, G, D flat. So here it's A flat, D flat, left hand on a B flat, F, F, and then A flat, B flat, G, F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we have G, B flat, left hand on an E flat. 4, 5, 6. You should know these notes very well at this point. So here we have an A flat, C, left hand on A flat, E flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then an F minor. Here, A flat, C. I'm going to use 2 and 4 because when I have this E flat, I need a finger for it. So left hand on an F. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da, da, do, 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 do. So this whole measure is, the first part is B flat minor 7, and then we go to E flat chord there. All right, so here's what we know very well. And then G, B flat, E flat, left hand on an E flat. Then G, B flat, D flat, G. Da, 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 da. So A flat, B flat, C. You may hear that and go, oh, I don't like that. You will in the middle of the song. It's kind of dissonant all by itself, but it'll sound good if you just move it along. Left hand, A flat, E flat, E flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the E flat chord. Then we have an F major chord. F minor is F A flat C. F major is F A C. So A C F on the right. Left hand F C C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now another repeat. So now I involve black dot to black triangle. Guys, don't forget to listen to the original recording. Don't just listen to what I'm doing here and never listen to the song again as you're trying to learn this. Go back and listen. It'll help you a lot. It'll remind you of what you've heard, where I'm getting this from, where you got it from when you first listened to it. So go back to the source. Always go back to the source and listen to it, okay? So now we're going to look at this repeat, and it's black dot to black triangle. So there's the first black dot. I won't play it again, but you can just look and see. And where's the triangle? Well, we keep going. And we go further than the black dot. We go all the way here. 1, 2, 3, 4. A glimpse of. There we did it. Now, we have Here's the end. And the song never plays the one chord at the end. It just leaves it hanging. I don't like that. I like to end it. So I put in parentheses there an A flat chord. So that's not in the song. But, you know, if you want to just end it like this, hanging and nothing, okay. But, okay. And maybe he's doing that because it's not over. The song's not over because he's thinking, I'm going to get back with this other girl. And I don't know. All right, B flat, F, right hand, B flat, D flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, B flat, D flat, left hand, E flat, G, and then these are a little quicker. Bum, 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 bum. There's no lyric here. I'm just kind of singing what the vocal line was. So 1, A flat, E flat, that open fifth sound, and then B flat, E flat as the left hand goes to G, and then the left hand moves up instead of going down to F, which normally would happen for some reason. Comes up here, right hand A flat, C, E flat, and then a B flat. Then B flat, D flat, left hand on a B flat, 4, 5, 6. And then G, D flat, left hand on E flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to add the last chord. All right, so. Okay, so what we'll do now is, let's see, kind of show you how to put melody in the right hand if you want to do that. Yeah, so, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, just kind of look at it. Okay, so this is kind of for you advanced players who want to do this. So here's the chord, okay? So what I'm going to kind of do is take, whenever I have the chord, I'm just going to put it in my left hand mostly, and I'm going to play the melody in my right hand. Here's the melody, though. C. I don't have this written out, so you just have to look at my hands. C, B flat, C, B flat, C, D flat. Then B flat. That's what it does. And so I have something like this. So on my left hand, I'm kind of doing octave and a fifth. So whatever letters on my left, I'll do a fifth, an octave and a fifth in the middle. On the B flat, I'll do B flat, F, A flat, E flat like that, and then A flat. So I have this. And then here we go. So on the melody there, I'll just go octaves. Maybe behind it, one of those. And then here it's C, E flat, C, G, B flat, A flat. Kind of sounds like a Disney song. I can't think of which one. No. Okay, so I'm just playing the octave for the chords and then putting the melody in the right hand. I know it's not detailed like you would need it if you've never done it before, but that'll get you started. For those of you who oh, I didn't even have it on the keyboard when I did that. Sorry. I'll put it on the keyboard because some of you are going, man, I can't see. All right, so here we go. This is the beginning. here's the melody. I'm going to go. Wait, there at the end, you have can't remember the melody there, but there we go. And then here's the chorus. All right, so that's pretty much the song, I think. So there you have, what's being played to the best of my ability all the way through on the piano. And then kind of those of you want to tackle trying to put the melody in the right hand. I know I didn't give you as much as you maybe were hoping for there. Maybe it'll get you started on doing it that way. I tend to like to play what they're actually playing, and then something you can sing along with, because there's nothing more fun than singing along. A lot of you may think you can't sing or you don't have a good voice. There are a lot of mediocre voices that are millionaires and have albums. So just jump right in, and do it. Sometimes you have to practice that voice before it gets good. It's not going to be good immediately, maybe for some people, but a lot of people have to work at it. So just work at it like you do your piano skills, okay? Hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, 100 likes, 100 shares, 100, always forget one, comments. And I'll post the sheet for free on my YouTube channel. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Talk to you later.